NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Steps away to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Hardman on the return.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 73 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Off the option, that's complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The Chiefs at 7-2 here on the year. And they were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You've got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The throw over the middle, taken in. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began to play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Walker once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this throw will be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got a man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it go again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
On the out route, he finds Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check right. Under 10, easy.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
And this time he is in. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Block at the man in motion. They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He completes this to Walker. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Straight ahead, Walker. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Let's go now. 77.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
19,
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete to Fuller.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
19 tight.
Back to throw now on first down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB. And
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Right back to him on first down. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.